Welcome to Toffee TV. There's three things from Everton 1, Manchester United 1 at Goodison Park today in the Premier League. A point apiece. I think Everton deserved the points, personally. Only just. I think we shaded it. Obviously, I'm sure United fans may feel differently. Obviously, we needed a big double save from Jordan Pickford to ensure we didn't lose the game. And United needed a massive slice of VAR to keep them from losing the game. But I just thought second half, I thought Everton shaded it and deserved to win. I thought we were the only team likely to win it. Certainly in the last 25 minutes or so. But a draw is a draw, and we have to move on. You know, we blew points at Arsenal last week. And so it's a little bit disappointing that we haven't took the 3 points today. But, you know, it is what it is. First thing I'm going to talk about is Leighton Baines. Thought he was absolutely brilliant today. Obviously, Luca Dean was missing last week. Baines played at Arsenal. And I think in the early part of the week, Everton expected Dean to be fit for this. He's got a slight slight calf injury, and he's been having treatments all week. But Baines played today and rolled back the years. Thought he was magnificent. There was a toss-up really between him and Dominic Calvert-Lewin, probably for man of the match for Everton today. But I just thought he was brilliant. A lot of good things we did came from Leighton Baines. Put a wonderful crossing for Richarlison right on half time that he should have scored from. Headed it wide. I wish he'd have been allowed to take the second free kick we had. He should have pushed Gylfi well away from that. But I just thought he was brilliant. Made one fantastic clearance with about 5 minutes to go, which would have been a certain goal for Igalo. I think it was on his own in the box. If it had got across, he'd have had the tap in. So massive clearance. And I thought he was brilliant. Really was brilliant today. So just shows how good a footballer he is, even at his age. I don't know whether Everton will extend his contract for next season and be the backup left back again. I don't know. But today he was absolutely magnificent. And I just thought he was worth talking about. Second point I want to talk about is VAR, or VAR, as I call it. I was in favour of VAR, as was Ped, because I thought it would remove ridiculous decisions that referees make. I thought it would make them have more responsibility, or more culpability rather than responsibility, more culpability over the decisions they make, more scrutiny, and therefore it would make the game a little bit more purer than perhaps what I think it is. But I think it's actually somehow gone the other way. You know, last week we saw Lo Celso for Tottenham with an awful stamp, which was a straight red card, which wasn't given when VAR looked at it. Referee Michael Oliver missed it. VAR didn't give it. And Everton, that's just one. I'm just picking that one up because it was, it was there. There was stuff yesterday that went on that when you look at the VAR, you're just like, what is going on? How are they seeing? How are referees and people who are doing it, so referees in Stockley Park, interpreting stuff that is there and, for them to see, rewind and have a look at it. And Everton have been punished heavily this season by VAR. Brighton away, we've had, at Leicester we had one decision go for us and then one go against us. Tottenham at home, there's been loads. Crystal Palace, there's been lots where we haven't been given what we should have been given. And it's just almost like a recurring theme. And today, funnily enough, I got sent the referee and who was on VAR, and the referee's from Manchester, which is a bit mad. But when I seen John Moss on VAR, I just thought, well, we've got no chance because he never gives us anything anyway. And I knew he's that incompetent and knew that we were never getting anything today. But when you see what's happened in the game today, it's absolutely berserk. And they've got the benefit of VAR. The goal or the non-goal is just, it's mad because, okay, letter of the law states that player in the line of sight is offside if he's interfering. Now, if David De Gea is diving to where Gylfi Sigurdsson is, and he can't see it because he's unsighted because Sigurdsson's in the way, then fair enough. You could probably argue that was offside. David De Gea is standing up, and he's 6'3", 6'4", standing up. Sigurdsson's sitting on the floor. De Gea can see the shot. It hits Harry Maguire and go. He's already, his body, I've seen the stills, I've seen the video. His weight of his body is over to the right. He's got no chance of getting the ball. If Gylfi Sigurdsson's there or nobody's there, he's got no chance of getting the ball. Doesn't change the way he's diving. So that's not offside. But VAR is supposed to be there to look at everything. And in that, you have to ask yourself, why? Why is Gylfi Sigurdsson where he is on the floor? And he's on the floor because Wan-Bissaka, I think it is, or Fred, I think it's Wan-Bissaka, takes him out in the box. So it's a penalty. And he rolls into that position. The ball breaks, Calvert-Lewin hits it, it goes in. We thought we've won the game. And so Everton have been done twice because the action was before Calvert-Lewin hit it. So when they checked VAR, they should have said, John Moss should have said, right, the goal doesn't count because it's offside if he thinks it's offside. However, there's a penalty for Everton because Sigurdsson is fouled in the build-up to where it led. And it's not even close. The lad doesn't make contact with the ball at all and he takes Sigurdsson out. So it's a penalty. And Everton have been done twice over a decision that there's no way they should have been done. And it makes you think that if it had been at the other end, United would have been given the penalty. Liverpool would get it, and things like that. So, and you don't want to think like that about football because you'd like to think it was all honest and above board and it was just, you get two teams turning up. But the more you see, the more you do realise that it probably is scripted. I mean, that's what I've heard from managers saying it in roundabout ways. It's almost as if it's been decided what's happening. So when you're on the end of it, your paranoia goes into that and you think it must be. Because that, how they've come up with that decision at the end is berserk. But what can you do? That is football, and this season's been crap for all of that. It's been an unmitigated disaster, VAR, because you're allowing people like John Moss to make decisions. Shouldn't be any referees. Premier League referees shouldn't be anywhere near it. We had that situation last week, I think it was, where David Cooper, David Cooper was the VAR for Tottenham and Chelsea, and he missed the low Kelso thing, and then he was the VAR in the night for Leicester Man City. How does that work? How's he doing 2 games in a day? And in the Leicester Man City game, he didn't give a penalty for Leicester, and he gave one for Man City for the same offence in the city. So, that's just one of those. It's just pathetic, and it needs sorting ASAP. Final points. Let's finish on a positive. Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Obviously, Gareth Southgate was there today to watch him. I'm not really that bothered whether he plays for England. I think for a personal accolade for him, it's brilliant. I'm really bothered about Everton players playing for England, if I'm honest. But he was brilliant today. The goal, okay, he's done well. He's charged down a clearance and it's gone in the net. Had a little bit of luck there, which is fine. But his all-round play was fantastic. His touch was excellent. He was good in the air. He got involved. He done all the dirty bits as well. I just thought he was magnificent and he would have deserved that goal at the end, which was chalked off. Absolutely brilliant. I give him a bit of stick last week because I thought him missing the chances he missed last week cost us a result, and it did, because he's a forward who missed opportunities. If we're going to blame Pickford or a defender for giving goals away, then you have to flip that to the strikers who miss good opportunities, and I thought he did last week. But today he was fantastic for Everton today, he really was. And we've got some player on our hands if he keeps developing the way he is. He's absolutely brilliant. And I thought today he was fantastic. And like I said, it was a flip of a coin between him and Leighton Baines, who were man of the match. But Dom was brilliant, and let's hope that continues, and let's continue to keep making chances for him. That's it. They're my 3 points. Agree, disagree, do whatever. Subscribe if you haven't. Give the video a thumbs up. If you want more videos, join us on Patreon. Check out Ped's match reaction and his ratings and things like that. And otherwise, have a great evening. See you later.